Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have the final chapter in the boring vlogmas vlogs, right? Because apparently after today it's going to get so much more exciting. I know, I can hardly contain my excitement, but we're going to be here to critique it, I think. So without further ado, let's get into what they have to say for themselves.
Good morning, iPhone. Welcome to today's vlog. We're getting so close to Christmas. Every time I do my little morning countdown routine to Christmas, my mind is blown, my stomach turns, and I'm like, how is it almost not even just Christmas, but how is the year gone?
I'm just going to suggest here that maybe is a little bit extreme, you know, those reactions to it becoming Christmas soon. Becoming Christmas. Christmas comes, Christmas is coming. Yeah. So to say that your stomach turns with the excitement, yeah, I don't know, you know, it's exciting and everything, right? But as a child you get excited, you get that stomach turning sort of feeling, but as an adult it becomes more sort of stressful, and preparations is more stressful. But also your morning routine, is that the routine you show us on camera of flicking the countdown, the various countdowns, because you've got like 3 different types of countdowns in your house. It's all a very sad life.
Like, at the start of last year I found out I was pregnant with Aurora, and Aurora's turning 3 months. Oh, no, that's middle of January. She turned 3 months, so that's not the one. But she's here. We've done a whole pregnancy. She's 2 months old, and it's the end of the year. Like, it feels, I say it every year, I'm sure everyone does, but the years just go by so quick.
I don't understand. It feels like just a couple of weeks ago
that we were preparing for Scandinavia.
Yeah.
That was quite presumptuous there, Sarah, that your daughter was about to say Scandinavia, because she hadn't finished her sentence. So maybe she was going to say something else. I don't know. But I have something else to say. 1 second.
It's insane. It's insane. Now, we do have a bit of a secret.
Is your secret that you haven't been doing any homeschooling for the past so many months / years? I know you'll claim that you have, but Jesus Christ. When? Okay? I mean, yes, right. So you're filming, and whilst you're filming, your kids could very well be upstairs doing schoolwork, right? I admit that. It's a possibility. However unlikely, it is a possibility. But when you're away for endless months, you know, it kind of becomes fairly like, how and when are they doing schoolwork in the middle of the Arctic, right? I don't get how you think that.
That we've not been telling that we've not told you guys. I don't think we have anyway. I'm gonna give away this secret and everyone's gonna be like, we already knew. But we've not confirmed anything, I don't think.
Well, you have mentioned briefly that you were going away, or suggested it, hinted at it. So yes, we did know that you were going to go away, possibly not for what you're about to say, but then again, you're not going to tell us anything that we, you know, you're not going to tell us anything that we don't know anyway.
But tomorrow morning, we're leaving for Christmas.
We're leaving for Christmas.
And I couldn't be more excited, honestly. We were very undecided about what we were going to do for Christmas this year, and we definitely made the right decision.
So you didn't know what you were going to... When did you make this decision, though, Sarah? Was it fairly recently? Did you know at the beginning of Vlogmas that you were going to be doing this, or what exactly? Because it feels like that this Vlogmas has just dragged on rather than being the epic adventure that Chris promised us, you know. So when you say you've made the right decision, again, why is it the right decision? You're not going to be staying at home. Staying at home would be the right decision. This is the opposite of that.
It doesn't seem to matter how much I prepare for Christmas in October and November. December's always stressful for me. It's always so busy, and every year I say I'm preparing. I swear I need to start in like February. But Christmas, I always want to enjoy it, and I always set out in like September, like I'm going to be prepared this year.
Well, Sarah, I'd like to counteract that point as well, because if you were setting out in September to prepare for Christmas, you were actually away in September, if you remember rightly, and you've been away. You were even away at the beginning of this month, so I don't know when all this preparation was supposed to begin, but it certainly didn't work out that way because you have been away and you didn't think to stay at home, possibly to prepare, all the copious amounts of Christmas trees that you have.
And then before you know it, it's December and I've still not got everything together, and I really want to enjoy December, and and I feel like going away this Christmas is what's going to make me enjoy like the last week of December, because I have to have everything done by tomorrow.
That's a very weird way of looking at things. Well, if we go away, then I will be able to enjoy the last week of December. The most important thing, right, and I know some of you will disagree, and I don't know really where I'm coming from with my perspective on this, but most important thing of all, as an adult at Christmas, is to make sure your kids enjoy Christmas, right? Sarah seems to be coming from an angle where she wants herself to be enjoying it first and foremost, right? I get she might enjoy Christmas and everything, but at the end of the day, you as the adult, as the parent, need to make sure that your kids are enjoying it. So you have to do all the preparations and allow them to enjoy it. If they're enjoying it, that's job done, right? That's basically what you need to think about. But Sarah is just, she's there thinking, well, I need to go away, and I need to enjoy Christmas now. I don't agree with her.
Little things that you have to remember. For the food shop, even just little small things like that. The table decor for Christmas.
I'm sorry, did you just call the food shop a small thing? For most people, that's quite a big thing, quite a large expenditure, quite a big thing to get the food ready and cook it and everything else. But I know you don't usually do these sorts of things, it's not usually you that goes out for the food. I don't know who does the food shop, to be fair, but it's not usually you that cooks, is it? It's usually Granny. Even in the past, you've had Forest Holidays do your Christmas dinner. They have like a special package where they cook it for you and deliver it. It's very good, but yeah, I don't think that you really deal too much in the food thing.
Christmas Day, the caterers, everything. There's just so much to prepare, and I feel like I always try and prepare, and I do a bit each day, and obviously I've got a new baby as well, so that takes up time, but I try and do a bit each day, but the list just seems to get bigger and bigger, not smaller and smaller. But when we leave tomorrow, whatever's not done is not done, so it will be tough. And it will mean that a couple of days before Christmas, like 3 days or something by the time we leave tomorrow, I'll be able to relax, watch Christmas movies, eat Christmas munchies, and enjoy the season.
So you're going away so that you can sit there and watch Christmas movies and eat Christmas munchies, something you could do at home, but you want to do it in a different location. Makes an awful lot of sense, it really does.
For the last few days. It does mean, though, that today's the last day to get everything done. So it's a busy one. We've been up this morning, cracking on with a few jobs. I'm going to do the Jason Mila's advent calendars with them now. They're not even dressed, and it's like 11 AM right now. But me and Chris have to go out. We've got to go to Pets at Home. We need to pick up some guinea pig pellets. We need to go to the range.
Speaking of said guinea pigs, Sarah, where will these guinea pigs be spending Christmas? Will they be spending their first Christmas with the Inghams, not with the Inghams? Isn't it quite sad if you farm them off to somebody else for Christmas when they could be spending their Christmas with you? You know, they're part of the family. They should be spending it with their family. But it could be that, or they could be spending it on the road somewhere, which again is not ideal, right? For little guinea pigs, it's not really ideal to be travelling around the countries, wherever it is you're going.
We need from the range. Chris needs to get something from the range. We need to take something back to B&Q. We need to go to Asda. We need to go to Home Bargains for antibacterial wipes because Chris's favourites are there and they're only 59p.
Have you any idea just how stupid you sound there, Sarah? Chris needs to go to a specific shop in order to get his favourite antibacterial wipes. You know, that's not a normal thing to happen, it really is. I don't think so, anyway.
By the time we run around with petrol, it's probably cheaper just to get Dettol ones from Asda. But, you know. I may want to pick up a packet of baubles because we're taking the Christmas tree, the 7-foot one that's usually in the living room, away with us. Which is actually another thing that I've just remembered to put on my list because it's in the garage still. And no doubt we'll leave tomorrow and the Christmas tree will be left in the garage. It's all things like that.
So you've got this random Christmas tree in the garage, allegedly, but you're going to take it with you on this little road trip for Christmas. Yeah, that's completely normal, I'm sure. And what happened to the fact... Right, this is the point I want to make. Why have you decided to go away for Christmas when you spent the last couple of months decorating the house for Christmas? You're not actually going to get to enjoy the time that you have with the decorations and, you know, Christmas morning with the trees and everything. You know, it's just, to me it's weird, right? Why bother? You know, you're going away, why bother?
Like are whizzing through my head right now. I need to go to Argos. I've still got a Christmas present of Chris's to pick up from Argos. So as you can see, there's a lot of places we've got to do today. We don't have a lot of time to do them. We've got to get home. We've got to do some building bits, you know, parenty type building things at this time of year. So we need to crack on with the day basically. I'm going to do Mila and Jason's advent calendar now, and then I think we're going to get out and get some jobs ticked off this ever-growing list.
You know why this Vlogmas has been a vlog mess? It's because of things like this, right? You show there briefly the elves and you're going to do the advent calendars, right? But usually on Vlogmas, you do that every morning. You would make a big thing of it. The kids come down the stairs and they look, see what the naughty elves have done every morning. And then you go and sit for the next half an hour opening the copious amounts of advent calendars that you have all around the table, just, doing nothing but that sort of thing. And yet you've done none of that this year. Nothing. I mean, I don't even know if your kids are even opening advent calendars. And apart from Jason Mila, I don't know if the others are even interested. And yet in previous years, they've been forced to sit around the table and perform for the camera. So it's just a little bit off-putting, and people who tune in for that sort of content, and you haven't given any of it to them. It's very, very destructive towards your channel.
A couple of them, oh, it's dark in here, have definitely been questionable. In fact, our advent calendars this year have been a bit of a fail, a couple of them. Jace's is fantastic. I can't recommend that Thomas one enough. It's such a good advent calendar. In fact, I might even get him it again next year because he loves it. He plays with the trains every day. He loves to connect them all together. He's still got trains from last year and they are different trains, so it is definitely one that, even though it's kind of the same, it's not the same. You get different trains each year and they're just really good quality. They're not like cheap ones, they're like proper good quality trains. I'm really impressed, and I love that they're Christmas themed as well. They're just lovely trains. Mila's has had a few questionable bears. Some of them have been falling apart a little bit, but she does like it and she does enjoy it, and she has enjoyed opening them. Esme's and Isla's Taylor Swift ones, I mean, Isla doesn't want to admit it because she feels mean, but it's not mean.
Well, basically,
it's rubbish.
On one of them, some of them don't even make sense. Like, they're nothing to do with it. Like, it'll have a picture of her in her Evermore outfit, and then it will say Lover on it. That doesn't make sense very much.
Yeah, but some of them are not even Taylor Swift.
Yeah, some of them are not. Some of them are just like it's just like a black thing, and then it has like some lines on it. And
you can't really tell what it actually is.
And then I opened one yesterday, and I got the same one today.
Yeah, and that's happened a couple of times to you, hasn't it?
Now, I haven't looked into this myself, but I have seen it said that possibly these Taylor Swift advent calendars were cheap knockoffs, so not actually official Taylor Swift ones. Don't know how true that actually is, just something that I saw.
So she's opened one and she's got something that's not really Taylor Swift themed, doesn't really make sense, and then the next day she gets the exact same one. So I definitely don't recommend those. But
there is some good Taylor Swift stuff.
There is a couple of good Taylors. They're still happy with them. It's funny.
I still love it.
They open it and then when we have a laugh about it. But yeah, I definitely won't be buying those again. And then why am I talking? We need to go. Why am I sat here just having a chat about advent calendars? This is what I do. This is what I do. Forget advent calendars. Are we ready to go? Why have you not got your trousers on? I need to take Aurora so Chris can put his trousers on, and then we're going. Right guys, we're out. We're getting on with jobs. We're ticking things off the list. We've done home bargains down there. We've done pets at home already. And I mean, look guys, today, because I just went to get a trolley. Somebody obviously couldn't be bothered to take it back because it's a B&M trolley in the home bargains part, and I've left the pound in. Oh yeah, got myself a pound. So obviously I'm going up to B&M anyway, so I'm going to walk it all the way back here. Back up here. I can't remember what I'm going to B&M for. Oh yeah, I can. Letters to Santa, because I forgot to get them.
So Aurora needed feeding, so we just pulled over, very conveniently, in the Costa drive-thru.
No, I was up with money, because I got a squid.
You was what?
Somebody couldn't be bothered to take the trolley back from home bargains to B&M.
So Sarah robbed a quid from a trolley.
In the trolley, so I thought, oh, I'm going to get myself a Black Forest hot chocolate with that.
She's feeling flush.
I'll get a pound off. I'm feeling flush with a pound. I'd like getting a pound off, like a discount at Costa.
Do you really need a discount? A pound, no less, off a Costa coffee? You know, I mean, you proclaim to have 10k coming in every single day. It seems a little bit like, and not just the fact it's 10 it's £1 off your Costa, it's actually somebody else's pound, you know. That's technically, I don't want to say it, but technically it's theft, right? Okay, so if you're happy to thieve off people to get £1 off, you know, even though you have a large bank account.
So then we got to the drive-thru and then accidentally ordered
this there and everything.
I don't know what happened, but I accidentally ordered a pigs in blanket toasty, and Sarah got a turkey and trimmings toasty, and then a large chai latte for them as well. So we're just waiting for his toasty to be brought out because it's still cooking. But
I
nice
got a
one.
medium black forest hot chocolate.
Wait, sometimes.
So I saved £1, but it ended up costing me 20 quid. 20.
Wow, that was hot. Yo, I just took all the skin off my tongue, man.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yo.
Horrible when that happens.
Oh, but chai though.
But when does it cost £20 for a sandwich from Costa and a drink?
2023, basically. Babe, tomorrow will be 40.
I'm just looking
Tomorrow,
at it.
next year will be 40.
I'm just looking at it as in it only cost me 18 because I got the quid out of the trolley.
Saved a quid, buzzing, man. That's what I'm talking about at Christmas, right? Every little helps and all. Oh my god, Costa woman just took 5 years off my life. Windows open, right?
She just come to the window. She just threw her arm.
She just bounced in. Was like, here you go. Suddenly there was a hand in front of my face. I was like.
Well, if she bounced in, Chris, then I'm sure you would have been a little bit shocked, you know? Not the first time you've been bounced on by a young lady. Anyway, that seems a little bit extreme, this whole, like, Costa. This is a clickbait, by the way. Scary moment in Costa. Yeah, baffling.
Fruit camera.
She didn't like come round and be like, hey, is this your just stand there for a minute? No, before she came and stood there, her arm was in the car in front of Chris's face, like, there you go.
I literally just pooped my pants. I'm gonna have to go home.
Chris nearly jumped out the car, he went, and then, oh, you scared me, shit. And what the?
She's like dead, she's got no personality whatsoever. None. She ain't alive.
She's having a bad day.
No, she's dead.
She went,
she even flinched. Like, it was funny, but she didn't even flinch. Even in the drive-thru, I was like, can we get a black forest hot chocolate? She was like, yep. Can I get a chai latte as well? Yep. And then we said, alright, that's it. And then I was like, oh no, wait. I get some toasted as well.
yeah, it's fools like you making a job harder.
And she was like, you could hear the enthusiasm in her voice. Like, it started low and then it went underground. Okay, I got to film my girl because she's so beautiful and so cute, and she's talking to Dada all the time. Because are we best friends now? Are we best friends? Aurora, are we best friends now? Yes, we are. You love Dada the best. You love Dada the best. What do you think? Yes or no? Aurora? Okay, all back home after a very crazy day of shopping and getting everything we need last minute. Whatever storm, Pia, or whatever storm they've named over the UK right now. Some rude boy wind tonight. Anyway, so...
It's a rude boy wind. Don't you just love Chris? Don't you just love him? What exactly is a rude boy wind, Chris? How is it a rude boy? What the hell? There's so many things I could say about your the cultural appropriation, is it? I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, it's something to do with Jamaica. Yeah, you know, I don't want to get into it, but something I read suggests that somebody as white as Chris shouldn't be, you know, speaking in his these sort of ways. It's funny, but yeah, could get him knocked in the nose.
After a mad day of shopping and getting everything we need last minute for Christmas, because today is our last shopping day, period, because tomorrow's something really exciting's happening. You might be able to tell what, because right in here right now, it's a little bit chaos. We've got all of our food shopping that we've just bought going in. We've got new tap going in. We've got light bar going on. And we've got cupboards being filled with all of our Christmas food and everything that we might possibly need for Christmas, because tomorrow we're off.
Chris, there really is not enough words available for me to describe just what I'm thinking right now. What the hell? So you're going away in your RV for Christmas? Are you going to spend the RV on Christmas Day? Where are the kids going to, walk down the stairs in a little montage to slow Christmassy music? Is that going to be like, you could walk down that ladder thing, and that could be it? Yeah, that could be an option, couldn't it? So yeah, is that what's actually going to happen, is it? And you're actually going to take the food with you, like the turkey and everything? Are you going to... I really have no words. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely stunned and speechless.
We're off on a little Christmas adventure. So we've all got quite a lot of jobs to get through tonight. My job was to come and turn everything on in here and put all the food shopping away. So that's what I'm doing right now. We actually pick up our main food order for Christmas tomorrow from Asda, like before we go. But we just got a ton of stuff today. We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus I've put away already a bag full of meats in the rear fridge. The rear fridge is like our meats fridge right now on this trip.
Guys, I always have this romantic idea in my head about how getting ready for Christmas goes. You see all these reels of people with scissors and sellotape in the hand and a few rolls of wrapping paper. They've got the Christmas lights on, they've got the fireplace lit, they've got a Christmas movie on or some nice festive music. Me, no. Stressed out.
Well, Sarah, if you knew anything, you would know that nobody lives their life watching Instagram reels and things like that and TikTok and everything just to get to see other people do things better than you, right? Nobody does that because that's not real life. And you, more than most, should know that because your job is to do the same thing on YouTube, to portray a better life than you actually live. And people watch you to see the crap that you put out, in much the same way as you're looking at others doing all the Christmassy stuff and thinking, yeah, they're doing a great job. But you know that they're not, because that's not real life. That's just for a video. Right? Absolutely mind-blowing.
Running from one room to another, to the car, to the van, to the garage, to another bedroom, to blah, 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 zipping all around the house. My mouth's on fire because I've just eaten the spiciest noodles. Why has it gone so dark? There we go. The spiciest noodles I've had in my whole life. What on earth? Shrimp noodles. Isabel got me these from Kenji, I think. I think she got them from Kenji. From Trafford Centre or Meadowhall, I can't remember. And she said she wanted me to try them, so I was like, tonight's the perfect night. Poured a bit of hot water on them. And my mouth's on fire. I literally can't talk. It's taken me over an hour and a half to eat them. No lie. Because I have to have like 2 mouthfuls. Stop. Wait half an hour. Anyway. My living room looks like a bomb's gone off inside it. But I'm not going to complain. Because I'm almost done. I'm almost ready for Christmas. And I'm so excited. I'm so glad that we've gone away. And I've been like forced to get everything ready beforehand. So I can just chill. Everything else is pretty much done. I just need to clean up.
Welcome to the future. This is the next day. This is the future from what you're seeing right now.
That's the cringiest thing you've ever said in your whole life.
No, well, I'm all about cringe, so that's fine. Everybody knows me for the cringe, so I'm accepting that one. It's all good.
No, Chris, people don't just know you for the cringe. Google Chris Ingham, and it does not come up with Chris Ingham is a cringy fellow. No, it comes up with Chris Ingham is a creepy fellow.
Alright, so this video is complete rubbish. I hated watching it back. We just had a very busy day yesterday.
Well, Chris, I've got to say, I'm a little bit confused why you're actually coming on the next day and telling us how bad it is, because you've not done that in any of the previous 4 or 5 days vlogs, you know, when they have been equally as bad, if not worse, and you haven't mentioned it then. But I'm glad you are self-aware on this occasion that your vlogs are indeed shit.
Not much of it we could film, and so what you see is what you get, basically a load of rubbish. Probably our worst video we've ever put out. Maybe you enjoyed it. If you support our family and you have done the whole way, then thank you so much for sticking through that one. We tried our best yesterday, but unfortunately it just wasn't it was just a very difficult day yesterday. We're going away today for Christmas, and yesterday was a very stressful day trying to get everything organised for that. So I'm sorry in advance. No, afterwards, post, whatever. No, is it from the advance because it's from the future? Post. It's after. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much for watching this video. And our this December has been, I'm not kidding you, one of the most stressful Decembers we've ever had in our lives. We have more work commitments on behind the scenes than we've ever had in our lives before.
Oh, do tell, Chris, do tell. Does this have anything to do with the copious amounts of meetings that you've been going to recently? People have been speculating about meetings, you know, AA or other such things. But anything that you'd like to share with the group?
And we've got so much going on that's starting now that we've had to get ready for, and it's just been very, very busy. So apologies. We've kind of not really loved the last few videos, have we? Really, it's been very difficult to film the last few days, and then behind the scenes we've absolutely hated what we've put out. So hopefully you guys haven't still. Hopefully you've not noticed. Hopefully my editing wizardry has made it all right still.
Unfortunately, Chris, no amount of editing wizardry can turn Sarah Ingham's voice into a voice of an angel.
But it's about to get real good because we're doing something today that is absolutely and utterly magical. We're just scrambling to get ready so we can actually get out of here.
When you say magical, Chris, does it involve spending Christmas in an RV? Because that, to me, doesn't sound like the magic that I had in mind.
The wind. We're setting off today. The wind.
So you're setting off today, but you're not arriving today. So that is a big clue, guys. I suspect Europe. Somewhere in Europe, which makes it worse, obviously. Packing up all the presents that they have, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of presents, plus all their food that they're going to. You're not getting a turkey, are you, though? It can't be Europe. They can't take turkeys into Europe, can they? Good question. Good question. Thoughts down below about this one. Can they take a turkey into Europe? Because if they're setting off today and not arriving today, that means it's got to be somewhere far. It could be in the Highlands, right? I can't see it being there because you would have to be verifiably insane to choose to go to the Highlands in the height of winter, right? So it could be there. No, probably not. It could be right down south. Cornwall. It could be Cornwall again. If it's Cornwall again, I'm just calling it quits now.
Is the weather is playing hell with us today because it's, if you're seeing this right now, we've had a massive disaster at the house this morning because of the wind and the weather. And when I'm saying a disaster, I actually mean a disaster. This ain't no clickbait disaster. This is a disaster.
It's not a clickbait disaster. It's a real life disaster, is it? So you usually clickbait? Is that what you're trying to say to us, Chris? Telling us what we already know, but it's nice that it's coming from your mouth.
If you see this now.
No, did I? Oh, well, whatever I said. Well, you know me, I talk rubbish. We've had a disaster at the house this morning. In the future, not this day that you're watching, this is the future that I'm talking to you from, the next day.
Babe, say goodnight.
Anyway, so come back tomorrow and see that because it's genuinely a big disaster which has put a massive, massive stress on us trying to get out of here today. But it's all good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, you are so appreciated, loved and cherished. And thank you for all the love and support. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. Good night, guys.
Fabulous. Chris said that this was the worst video that they put out for a while, right? Possibly ever. But on the other hand, you know, I personally quite enjoyed it because, you know, it told us a lot of information. Sarah was talking about the fact they were going away, and at the end, Chris was talking about where they were going and things like that, right? So that was interesting. It's more interesting than, say, listening to Sarah whittle on about crap that she's bought for the kids for Christmas. right? So I found it more interesting. I'm not saying it was brilliant, but it was interesting in that respect because it told us something and also gave us some hope going forward to, you know, to end the crap that we've been watching recently. And who knows? Maybe they're right. Maybe it's going to get better. Maybe it's going to be the best end of Vlogmas that they've ever put on. Who knows? Could be Lapland is another option, you know. Keep that out there. I think if it was a Lapland, that would be the only thing in my mind that would make what they're doing logical, right? Because if it's anywhere else, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously. Anyway, come back tomorrow and find out with me what exactly they're doing, or the